most cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Reese?
All right, Holly. About to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to... him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch, but this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Maybe a crease. He's at the 50. Past the 30. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Could not make his way to the corner. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. On the run, it's Sutton. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Washington. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Makes the grab. It's Sheffield. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does.
Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force an
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. Got a little grass. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Touchdown, Aztecs! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it on the counter. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pulls it in. It's Messer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Napier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll take the deep shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game.
He's got it at the 30. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got some room, it was over.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point was good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The run inside. It's Washington. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sheffield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got him this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Trying to bowl his way in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs. And it's Houston in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So
there's a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down, and they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Tripped up for the tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Motion from the wide receiver. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Owls. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Washington again. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Napier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Sweep.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So they've gotten it right on the doorstep. Couldn't get it in via the air last time. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a...
Going downfield for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Smashes through the tackle. Off to the races. Touchdown, Aztecs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they call this sudden change, and we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running inside is Bernard. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Bernard. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.